Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Monday, March 7, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. The Atlanta Hawks and Detroit Pistons meet Monday in NBA action at the Little Caesars Arena. The Atlanta Hawks look for a win after winning 5 of their last 7 games. The Detroit Pistons look for a win after winning 5 of their last 7 games. Our first pick is Atlanta Hawks. And here is why. The Hawks currently hold the 10th and final playoff spot in the East, but they are in a virtual tie with 2 other teams, and they sit just 2.5 games in front of the Wizards. While running down the 6th spot is unlikely, the Hawks could end up either hosting a play-in tournament game or out of the picture entirely. Trae Young has put together a superstar season, and his impressive performance has led the Hawks to the second most efficient offense in the league per dunksandthrees.com. He crushes it with 28 ppg and leads the team in assists as well. The Hawks were glad to see John Collins back in the lineup against Washington on Friday. Collins played 25 minutes and scored 9 points in his first action since February 11. There don't appear to have been any setbacks, and Atlanta's offense should enjoy a boost from having their rookie back on the court. Both teams come into this game with some momentum, as each has won 2 straight, in addition to 5 of their previous 7 games. The difference is that Atlanta is still in the playoff picture, while the Pistons are second to last in the Eastern Conference. This is a prime chance for Detroit to give their young guys a chance to compete and get acclimated without the pressure of having to be good. The future is brighter than it has been in years for the Pistons, but the fact remains that the present is still a major work in progress. Atlanta is a tough team to figure out as they can get hot for a stretch before going equally cold for an extended period. With Young and Collins leading the way for the Hawks, you have to give them the advantage in this contest. Look for the Hawks to prevail on the road here to earn a 3rd straight win. And our second pick is over 227.5 points. And here is why. On the year, the Pistons are second last in the league in scoring offense, as they average just 103.4 points a game. Detroit is 27th in rebounding with an average of 43.2 boards per contest and 25th in assists by dishing out 22.8 dimes a night. The Pistons are 24th in the league in scoring defense as they give up an average of 112.5 points per contest. Saddiq Bey is 3rd on the Pistons with 16.2 points plus 5.8 rebounds per contest on the year. Jerami Grant adds 19 points plus 4.1 rebounds per game, while Kelly Olynyk chips in 9.2 points plus 4.8 boards a night. Isaiah Stewart, Frank Jackson, 10.7 points, Killian Hayes, Corey Joseph, Marvin Bagley, Hamidou Diallo, 11 points, and Luka Garza are looked at to be contributors for coach Dwayne Casey. First overall pick Cade Cunningham, 16.3 points, 5.8 boards, 5.1 assists, has performed well in his rookie campaign. Detroit is 29th in the league in field goal percentage as they shoot 42.4% from the floor as a team. Chicago Bulls vs Philadelphia 76ers. The Chicago Bulls and Philadelphia 76ers meet Monday in NBA action at the Wells Fargo Center. The Chicago Bulls look to snap a 4-game losing streak. The Philadelphia 76ers look for a win after winning 8 of their last 11 games. Our first pick is Philadelphia 76ers, -7. Philadelphia didn't have many good moments in their game against Miami, but Joel Embiid did have 22 points along with 15 rebounds. Therese Maxey also had 17 points, while Tobias Harris had 16 points. Philadelphia will look to rebound against a banged-up Bulls team. The 76ers are 7-3 in their last 10 games and 18-13 at home this season. The Sixers have owned these head-to-head meetings with the Bulls. They are 3-0 in this regular season series with their last 2 wins coming at the United Center in Chicago. Now, they'll have a chance to host the Bulls and complete the 4-game sweep at the Wells Fargo Center on Monday night. Keep in mind, this is a Bulls team that has dealt with the injury bug throughout the season. Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso are both out for this game. Star center Nikola Vucevic is also listed as questionable with a hamstring injury. That could leave Demar DeRozan and Zach LaVine on an island hoping for some offensive magic to top a better Sixers team, spearheaded by James Harden and Joel Embiid. These are the 2 worst rebounding teams in the league, and things would get even worse for the Bulls if Vucevic isn't on the floor. It would just make things easier for Embiid to impose his will down low and punish a Bulls team that has fallen to 22nd in the league in defensive efficiency. Of course, defense will ultimately lead to Chicago's undoing in this matchup. It has been the common theme for the team in the latter half of the season. Harden is going to eat buckets in his return, while also carving out a path for his teammates to do the same. The Sixers are a much different team with an elite ball general leading the way. I'm laying the points. And our second pick is under 229.5 points. And here is why. Philly needs him in what could just as easily turn into an offensive soiree against Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. Despite all of their defensive woes, the Bulls are still a top 10 scoring offense with a team averaging 112.5 points per game. So they can clearly turn this game into a good old-fashioned firefight. Of course, that's assuming Philly's defense doesn't steal the show. The Sixers are currently ranked 9th in the league in defensive efficiency with opponents averaging 106.1 points per game against them this season. They can make things ugly for even the best defensive teams. Houston Rockets vs Miami Heat. The Houston Rockets and Miami Heat meet Monday in NBA action at the FTX Arena. The Houston Rockets need a win after losing 12 of their last 13 games. The Miami Heat look for a win after winning 11 of their last 13 games. Our first pick is Miami Heat -16. And here is why. Houston has been one of the worst NBA teams this season, but they stunned Memphis as they outscored them by 21 in the second half. In the game, they were led by Kevin Porter Jr. who dropped 29, Christian Wood had 28 points along with 13 rebounds, while Jalen Green had 24. The Houston Rockets continue to stumble to no one's surprise. They have now dropped 12 straight games entering Sunday night, and most of these defeats aren't even close games. They have only covered 3 times during the losing streak. The Heat are playing well, winning 6 out of their last 7 games, including a dominating 99-82 win on Saturday night. Furthermore, the Rockets' defense is awful in most games, and Miami can shoot. The Heat now leads the NBA with a dazzling 37.6% efficiency from three-point land, and Houston ranks 21st overall against a three. The Heat won the first meeting by 10 points on the road and will win and cover in this one. And our second pick is over 225. And here is why. The Miami Heat are in the early stages of a long 7-game homestand, which should help them build on their already large lead atop the Southeast Division. Miami tallied a road win against Brooklyn on Thursday and were 5.5-point favorites in a solid 99-82 home win over the 76ers on Saturday. The Heat have covered the spread in 4 out of their last 5 games. The Houston Rockets' difficult schedule continues. They have played several contending teams recently, which has played a factor in their current 12-game losing streak entering Sunday night. Houston's last win was on December 2nd against the Cavaliers. The Rockets did manage to take Utah to overtime last week, but are rarely covering the spread these days. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.